I saw a picture of Christ on the wall, and I said, hey, Mommy, is that Santa Claus?
You know, tell me why this is true, not what you think is true. Tell me why this is true.
I was in the 11th grade before they discovered that I couldn't read. And God reached down and said, all I need is some raw material, and I was good raw material. I had to learn to read and learn to read the Bible. Faith that saves us is not an unreasonable faith. A drunk staggered by. He said, you're not supposed to be doing this. She reached down and he said, if you say anything about Christ in this house again, I'll beat you to death with this poker. I'm either gonna have to get answers or stop witnessing. For to me, to live is Christ, and to die is gain. Bottom line is Jesus is the Son of God, and the Bible is the Word of God.
Most people state the Bible is true, and 95% of Christians all over the world and many pastors can't defend it.
You can't deny truth. You can't deny what truth is.
His legacy is to show that to be saved does not mean to lose the mind.
We cannot know ourselves truly unless we know our God truly.
People would say, I've never seen anybody do something like this before.
It opened doors.
It was way ahead of his time.
History has changed.
Walked out of that classroom, and I looked up and I said this prayer: God, I've always believed you were there. Now I know.
All things are possible with God.
I know in general what surprised me is the title of the movie. I don't know. I just always see him as so qualified. And so the fact that he never saw himself as being qualified to do this makes me think, well, goodness gracious, if he thought he wasn't qualified, then oh my goodness, what would he think about me?
I was in the 11th grade before they discovered that I couldn't read.
When it says, and God reached down and said, all I need is good raw material. And I was good raw material. And I think that, you know, so many times we want to be the finished product, but we're all works under construction. And he's just looking for that raw material, that heart. And that's just one of my favorite lines in the movie. You know, it's like, here I am, as I am. I'm good raw material. Now make me what you want me to be. Because I think many times people limit themselves. We think, well, I want to be here. And God's not where we want to be. He wants to take us beyond that.
And God reached down and said, all I need is some raw material. And I was good raw material.
My father said things in a very simple way so that even those who don't have any training in apologetics can still understand a lot of what he said.
You can't deny truth. You can't deny what truth is.
Him and I came from a really similar background, just very, you know, broken family in one sense, poor education background. And that's actually one of the things that was most encouraging to me is, you know, there are some people where they were just kind of put in families to succeed like that. You know, it's like, oh, you were born into a family full of rocket scientists and you grew up to be a world-renowned philosopher. That's not surprising. But then when you have people who aren't raised in a home like that, who can go and do great things, it's inspiring because you can see that it doesn't rest upon the person, but it rests upon the God that calls the person. And that's what I found to be really encouraging.
All things are possible with God.
He really believed that anybody could do great things.
Yes.
And it's not because he believed in people. It's because he believed in the God who made those people. And so that's why you could tell in the video, he was talking to people from all kinds of backgrounds. It didn't matter what your social status was, economic status, or, you know, racial, what your gender or sex is or whatever. He was going after everybody because he knew God could use anybody. Any of these people could be greatly used of the Lord.
Hi, I'm David Geisler, and I'd like to invite you to check out our upcoming movie at normgeislerthemovie.com, where you will learn how God can work through you to change history, even if you feel not qualified.